Same thing.
Same
Oh
thing.
my God, it's crazy.
We need to stop.
Yeah.
We need to stop, both men and women. We need to stop. If a man has a child who is 16, how come he doesn't look at his child as somebody that he can sleep with, but somebody else's 16-year-old daughter is okay? I mean, you know, a lot of people need some psychological evaluation. Seriously, not just to take away their tools of mass destruction. They need to go for psychological evaluation. I'm serious, because for a man to do, I mean, for people to do that, and then unfortunately too, there are certain cultures and religion that permit certain things, you know, that it's okay for you to do certain things, to marry young and stuff like that. You cannot, there's nothing you can do about that, because it's part of the culture, it's part of the religion.
Right.
You can't do anything about it. And which is why in some parts of Nigeria, you have serious cases of, you know, VVF.
I know where you're going, VVF, yeah.
It's you know,
they need to start doing something within them. If it's the culture, the tradition, they need to start doing something with it. Because you and I grew up in the North. You're in Jos. I was in Kano. I saw those things. Okay, you're marrying a 10-year-old. At 12, you're expecting her to give birth, and then she's damaged, and then everybody leaves her. She becomes abandoned.
And guess what? There are some lawmakers who are part of the process.
Why are we having the problem? Isn't that why there's the problem?
Because
because it starts from the top. So it's so, you know what, it's just, we could go on and on. And the reason I'm so glad we spoke on this, we spotlighted this, because again, because I know that, you know, and of course you shared it with my viewers, that you work with young girls. So that's why I'm like, let me see, you know, I know Evelyn is going to have something to say about this, because we need to start protecting our daughters. We need to start protecting our sisters. We need to start protecting, you know.
Start training the boys.
And then the boys, of course, let's start changing that culture. We need to, you know, start helping them to, and it's already happening with the Me Too movement. Are you kidding? I mean, people are now being very careful, like, oh, this is wrong. These are things that they didn't think was wrong. You know, telling a girl, I just love me some because you're looking at her chest. It's not cute, people.
It's harassment.
It's harassment. So people.
It is harassment.
They're so careful now. You don't compliment a lady if she doesn't want that compliment. Especially if she's told you, okay, you know what, you got to stop. You know. So
and even in our industry, you got to keep it professional.
Yeah.
Keep it professional. Don't come to set and, you know, you see a pretty actress and you start.
And then mauling her. People actually go forward and start touching.
No, it's wrong. And there has to be a law put in place, and there has to be a punitive measure. And then when you find one person who goes contrary, that person serves as a deterrent to others.
Yes.
So you carry it out to the end.
Yes.
Don't have family meetings and start saying, please, please, please.
Please, please. That's what happens. People start to beg. Wow, I love this. I'm definitely going to have you back. I'm going to have some kind of panel where, because it's something that means a lot to me. I just think we need, especially people, known faces, public figure, you know, like you, we need you to lend your voice to this matter. You know, the more people are talking about it, more people are sharing, and they know that, okay, it's not acceptable, you know, and then that also empowers the younger ones, and they know that, okay, you know what? Yeah, I need to, and if you speak out, that these people will back me. Do you see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Oh my God. You know, again, this is AMZ TV. I've got my wonderful personal person here. I've got Evelyn.
Yes, ma'am.
Doctor. Please don't just throw that Evelyn in.
My God.
Dr. Evelyn Ikuenobe Otaigbe. Oh my God. I just love
Evelyn, please.
Just Eve. Okay. So for those coming up still now we're talking about you inspiring young women coming up or actors, what is your advice for people that see you? Oh my God, she's a writer, she's a producer, she's a filmmaker, she's a director, she's a public speaker. She works with young people coming up. She's a nonprofit. She's into, you know, nonprofit type causes and stuff like that. What is your advice for people coming up that want to also, you know, be a public figure, be someone to reckon with? What would you tell them?
First and foremost, get an education. It doesn't have to be formal. No. Read, learn. be open to knowledge. The only person that knows everything is six feet below. Read, know your craft so that, whenever and wherever you need to, you can stand with your head high up.
Yeah.
And you can speak.
Wow.
Okay. That's one strong thing. Then secondly, the spirit of accountability.
That keeps
if God has given it to you, there's a purpose.
Right.
There is a purpose, and it's in his divine plan to align with his divine will ultimately. And if you don't do your part, there's a part of that picture that is missing. And so, because that component is missing, the picture is flawed. So you cannot be the weak link.
Wow.
You have to stand and do your part to complete that picture. It's not about you sometimes. You have to be ready to deal with the pains, the discomfort. You take yourself out of the picture and know that, okay, I need to do this for X, Y, Z because God has given it to me. Thirdly, don't quit, don't take no.
Oh.
Don't take no. Particularly when there's a strong gut feeling that what you're doing is right, and you know for a fact that it's for a social change reason, don't quit. You may be the only person speaking, but don't quit. The Bible says that even God will raise up stones sometimes to get his word out. So get up, do your part, no matter how how uncomfortable it is. Don't take no, don't quit. And what else now? I think those, by the time we elaborate on those three things, you can flesh it and add to it. You can that's a skeletal framework.
Right.
So you can actually flesh it up and come up with all kinds of things. Never quit, never this, never that, and align yourself with like-minded persons.
Oh, God.
Do not tolerate.
Yes.
Do not stay with negative people who always want to tell you you cannot do it. Because you can do all things through Christ. Glory. So just go and do it. So that's what I would say. Study, know your craft, never quit, be accountable for the gifts that God has given to you. Keep your talents, make sure you use them judiciously. Align yourself with like-minded people, never with negative people.
That is perfect, Evelyn. That is just, again, what can I add to that? I can't add anything to that. It's just so true. That is the recipe for success. You cannot be around negative people. Their job is to drag you down. You do your job and go up, okay? And then another thing, do not accept no. I would say that. No is not an option. Don't accept no. Why are you boxing yourself? The reason why God has given you what he's given you, just keep going. There will be people telling you no, that's their job. You don't have to, it's their job. So let them do their job. You do yours. Oh my God, I love you, sis. I love you.
Love you.
I could talk forever with you. Oh my God, this is a powerful woman. You're great. You're great. I love you.
Sis. You're encouraging me now. I'm feeding off you.
Oh yeah.
With the right vibes.
Something Evelyn hasn't said. I know she's working on something, but she's gonna come back and talk about it. It's still under wraps, but you all are gonna see her in a big and a massive and a gigantic and everything big way. But
Amen.
It's under wraps, okay? It's under wraps. She's gonna come back and talk about it. But sis, you know what? I love you. I'm gonna have you keep saying because we need to empower young women. Those coming up, we need to let them know they're going on the right path. They talk. They're more open than us.
Vocal than we are.
They are. They are. Those young women don't play. But we also need to tag on them and say, hey, look, you're doing great. Okay, and let's just keep it. We got to change the culture. We gotta change the culture for
yes, we do. Yes, we do. We got to put the right framework for them.
Yes.
To build on.
Yes.
If we don't put the right framework for them, they are going to be floundering.
Yes, and that's what we don't want.
We don't want them to flounder. We don't want them, no.
And there's no room for jealousy. Women, stop being jealous. Please, that's a waste of time. You know, there's no room.
I really believe that is
something that
some people, some people want women to think that they are jealous of each other.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe it's me in my own fairy tale world. I don't know. But I really don't buy into that culture.
Something you said, and I do agree, when women come together with the same purpose, they move mountains. I know that. They do. When women come together with, something that binds them together. Women are powerful. Women are powerful. I think it's just when they're floundering, when they're not anchored to something, then that's where that whole thing is. And then, of course, but I see what you're saying, because again,
when they are being strangulated,
mm-hmm.
there are certain things that are just endemic in the system,
right,
that prevents them from moving. For example, widows and widowhood rights and things like that. The culture, just makes them unable to do a lot of things. So when they are being strangulated, wherever they go to, everybody just clamps down on them. It gets tiring, and they give up. And the culture does not allow women to really thrive like that. So women, like I said earlier on, women work 10 times as hard to get to where they are. And unfortunately, people look at them and believe that, they got there by virtue of whatever. Hello. They're intelligent women.
Powerful women. And I'm talking to one of them. And I'm just going to raise a glass to you, my sister. You know what? Again, I love you. She's going to be back. I love the way this conversation is going. We just need to keep talking. So, thank you for coming and hanging out with me today and shining me.
Any day, my sister. Any day. I love you. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for being the platform. Thank you for being that vehicle that is going to send the word out there. Thank you for being you. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for still being so beautiful. I love you.
From a beautiful woman to another beautiful woman. Thank you, darling. All right, love. My love to everyone, okay?
Will do. Thank you.
You take care. God bless. Mwah.
Thank you.